Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about a new function that's been added in version 1942, and it is called complex release timing. So how you can do that? It's quite simple, and I will show you step by step how to recreate. This is what I'm talking about. So for example, I can press flash here, so you can see the playback goes in at full, and when I release my flash you will see the lights go out from center out or center in or from right from left, doesn't matter. So it's quite easy to set it up, and all you need to do is following. So first of all, in order to create a complex timing, we have a new function that's been added in a queue stack settings, and it is called, so if you go to the activate release, the function called release uses last step times. So what it means is I've created a queue stack with two steps. So the step one is actually fixtures at full at a certain position, and step two, I've created just the fade out time from center out. So what's important for MagicQ is in that particular queue is which attribute you're using and what time you're using. It doesn't matter the value of the attribute, it matters only which attribute you're using. So for example, if I want to do a fade out as a dimmer channel, that means I need to make sure the dimmer channel is involved in a second step. If I wanted to apply to colors, then I'm going to use a color channel or color palette using the complex timing. And so another thing you need to make sure is I've created an intensity palette at 0 in order to run center out. This is how I done it. So I've selected my lights, I press at 0, enter. Okay, so it created intensity information at 0 in the programmer. Then I used shift record. I've selected a dimmer attribute, and then I dropped it into the position palettes window, because normally, as you know, if I did that without shift record, it wouldn't remember the intensity information. Okay, so this is how we're going to do. If you select your lights and you press, for example, at full or locate, okay, then you position it somewhere like that, or you can make it a little bit higher. Let's say something like this, okay? And then you apply a color, and then you record it as your cue, okay? So for the second cue, that's the one that we need to use the complex timing of. I would like to apply the fading out where the lights will go into the center, for example, dim out into the center. For this, I can select the timing, let's say 2 seconds, star, and then I press plus into the center, and then I press timing. So you can see it faded into the center, and I record that as my second cue. Okay, so two things left to do. Double click, make sure this is the cue stack. Okay, and in the options or triple click S button, you go to the activate release, and in the release used last step times, you make it as yes. So now when we flash it and let it go, you will see the lights go into the center. Let it go, lights go into the center. Okay, you can apply the same things when it comes to the colors. So if you want to see the example with the color, it will be something like that. So I can, for example, set the new look, something like this, and I set a color, for example, yellow, and I'm gonna make a cue here. And then the last step, I want the colors to change from yellow, for example, to the other color that we have in the other playback. So for example, I can say 2 seconds. Again, it doesn't matter which color I'm going to use. I just need to select the color in order to apply it to the second step. So I'll say 2 seconds star minus, for example, just any color. Okay. And I'm going to record this as my second cue. So now I go in, make a cue timing, go to the options, and I make release uses last step times to be yes. And this is how it's going to work. So for example, if I have this look and then I flash it with yellow, and as soon as I let it go, you'll see it changes the color into the other active color at that time. Again, flash, the colors change to yellow, and then you're not going to see the green as I've used when I programmed it, but you will see the colors changing from one to the other one, which is currently running live. I hope that was useful. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel, press like, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.